Chief Guest Malika Srinivasan, Chairperson and CEO, Tractors and Farm Equipment, and member of the Executive Board, ISB. Chairman of the Executive Board of ISB, Mr. Harish Manwani. Mr. Sunil Manjal, member of the Executive Board and Chair, Mohali Campus Advisory Board. Faculty, alumni, and staff, members of the ISB community, families and friends of the graduating students, especially the spouses and children, and dear students, soon to be alums. A very good morning and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the PGP class of 2018 and the PGP MFAB class of 2017. Graduation day holds a very special place in anybody's heart, and it is a crowning moment that doesn't come too often. Heartiest congratulations on behalf of the entire ISB community for this day, when you celebrate years of challenging yet absorbing work. It is a day you've been waiting for, but now that it is here, I suspect that you wish you could push it back by a day or two to savor your last few moments at ISB. But remember, ISB will always be your home, so it is not your last day here. You spent a lot of time, and it's a matter of great pride to you and your family, for your family to finally have you back. I'm sure they're happy to get you back, but while your family has you back, you will miss your friends and colleagues at ISB. We are delighted to have amidst us as chief guest for this morning, Malika Srinivasan, CEO of TAFE, and member of many boards, including AGCO, Tata Steel, and of course ISB. She is a gold medalist from the University of Madras in econometrics. She is member of the Dean's List and one of the most entrepreneurial graduates of the Wharton School, one of our founding schools. She's recognized as a leading light in manufacturing world, both in India and globally, and is often referred to as the tractor queen. She is amongst BBC's list of 100 most powerful women, and she has received similar accolades from Forbes, Fortune, E&Y, just to name a few. She has been a member of ISB's executive board right from the inception, and she was instrumental in our 2013 conference on Strategic Management Society. While she could not make it because of weather, the airport got closed, she delivered the welcome address and was very inspiring. And the conference turned out to be a huge success, so she is really committed to both academics and to business. She is passionate about building leadership and entrepreneurial capabilities amongst women so that women can exercise their independence and contribute to the development of this nation more fully. She is a perfect role model for blending leadership and philanthropy. I am sure you will be enthralled with both her insights and messages from the podium. But before we go that way, let me set the context for the day. Let me digress a bit and talk about ISB, about you and your achievements, but most importantly, your new responsibilities following today. When I talk about ISB, I refer to it as the fastest growth company in education. Little less than 2 decades ago, actually quite a few less than 2 decades ago, 16 years ago, we started with 126 students. Today we have grown tenfold, and we are one of the largest and highest quality programs in management education in the world. Great institutions have 2 common ingredients: great students, and a wonderful, dedicated faculty. First, it is the reputation, the competence, and the capabilities of our alumni and students that makes ISB one of the most desirable management schools in the world. Indeed, so many faculty have noted that it's a real pleasure for them to teach at ISB because the students are smart, they're dedicated, they're hungry to learn. In fact, I've been hearing this so much that I'm beginning to conclude that I should start charging faculty for the privilege of teaching at ISB. All kidding aside, you guys have worked hard, you've done very well. Your dedication and that of your predecessors is reflected in the recognition that ISB receives. We are the top-ranked management school in India, at the moment 28 globally. But our women have gone 2 steps further. The women are ranked 26th globally, and the only one in the top 50 in India. Financial Times has also ranked us number 1 in India in finance and in entrepreneurship. And there's an academic publication called Poets and Quants that has ranked Harvard number 1, Stanford number 2, Wharton number 3, MIT number 4, and ISB number 5. And this ranking is purely based on the desirability as seen by the students. So it reflects the value that we bring. We bring a great educational program at a fraction of the cost that you will notice in the other top schools that we mentioned. ISBians have done very well post-graduation. Over 450 alums hold a position of CXOs, Chief Financial Officer, etc. And this year, the placement across the 2 campuses has been incredible. 1,122 offers were received, and 95% of the class has been placed as of yesterday. I want to put this in context. When the IIMs are placing students, it's about 400. Out here, you guys are going to a level that has not been seen before. 1,122 offers means that our placement office, our staff, has worked overtime, and what we have achieved, what they have achieved, is really a performance level that is 3 times as high as the IIMs. So please give the career office and the staff as well. But remember, ultimately, the value is in the wealth and the jobs that you create, not the jobs that you get. So your real contribution will come when you go about creating some jobs. And on this front, I have to acknowledge the alums from the school. About 450 companies have been started by ISBians, about 50 in the last 12 months. So we're doing an incredible job out there. Now, while I'm talking about the ranking of the PGP program, let us not forget MFAB. The only reason MFAB isn't ranked is because there isn't a global ranking yet for family business programs. So when we look at the program, you're the youngest program, you're very unique, your impact is already very high, and what we are doing at ISB is building a platform where we learn how to manage the family of businesses. It's a unique approach that we're taking. And as soon as the rankings come through, and we will lead the charge to get these rankings in place, I am confident that you guys will show up in the top 5. You've done an incredible job. After today, you will take up different roles and get opportunities to apply your knowledge that you have accumulated at ISB into different situations. And I'm very sure that you will come through shining. All of you are going to enter a volatile world that is prone to disruptions, both economics and technological. In this context, it is important for all of you to stay connected with ISB so you can both benefit and contribute to ISB. First, as an active alum, you should stay engaged in the learning process as you will avail of and contribute to fresh insights in this dynamic and increasingly uncertain environment. Second, upon graduation, later today, our alumni base will only be a bit shy of 10,000, and we will be adding to that base about 1,100 a year, making us the fastest growing network of alums in the world. You will be joining a trusted network of thinkers and doers that will lead this country in both business and society. We need you to come back to this institution with fresh insights and problems and opportunities that need attention. Do get involved with our research centers. In short, take ownership of the school. Let me now turn to the second ingredient of ISB success. The success of ISB programs is because of the faculty, who work day in and day out to bring new ideas and insights to the classroom. I'm sure the faculty will be missed by the graduating students, more so, because they are the ones who challenge you all the time. We are the only school in India that is ranked in the top 100 worldwide in research in the leading journals globally. We are ranked number 1 in India and number 90 globally in the UT Dallas research rankings. These rankings are determined based on the total output, not the per capita output. We are a small faculty group, and if the per capita rating had been taken into account, our ranking would have been far higher than that. ISB faculty have published more in leading journals than all the Indian Institutes of Management combined over their entire life. And as a school, we're still teenagers. Over the last 5 years, the score in the leading journals in management has been ISB 53, rest of India 29. Give the faculty a big hand. Turning back to where you go next, your student life has been truly hectic and enriching. Today, you will become a part of a select group that has experienced what a few in the world would have dreamed of. For PGP students, it's been a challenging 51 weeks, and you all have pushed the limits. You worked hard to get into ISB. You worked even harder, and I understand some of you have played harder still in the program. Suddenly, you will notice there's a huge void in your life, and time will hang heavy on your hands. Find ways to use this time productively, effectively, and innovatively. One challenge you will have is leading from the front. So I decided I'd take a look at what leaders have said in the past. So I looked at what people like Mahatma Gandhi and Abdul Kalam have said, and I looked at several others. There are 5 themes that come through consistently, and you must put them firmly in your sights. Number 1, and this is something that everybody says, you have to dream the future. You have to imagine the outcomes. You have to have a vision. In effect, you have to learn from the future. You've got to have that vision, what needs to be done, not what is being done, but what should be done. Second, worry about impact. Does it matter? Focus on problems that are worth solving, and believe me, we have many problems that are worth solving in India. Third, It's a world of constant change. So learn to learn, as you will be doing very, very different things today, tomorrow, and the year after. Fourth, challenge the status quo, overcome limitations, and take risks. There's been a saying that you all know of: no risk, no gain, no pain, no gain. So you have to challenge the status quo and take the risks. Finally, inspire others beyond expectations. Do what you're proud of, not just what is good enough. You have to infuse confidence in others, because you cannot lead unless others are willing to follow you. So if you stick with these principles, you will navigate well in a very competitive environment that you will face, and nothing should stop you from dreaming big. You should live your own dream. You should answer your own inner voice. Therefore, I ask you to be conscious of the need of integrity in your personal and professional lives. Continue to adhere to the same standards of excellence that you've learned at ISP, and carry forward the spirit of enterprise that your predecessors have so successfully practiced. Be brave, create businesses, establish new enterprises, and lead people in contributing to a better and more equitable society. However, do all this with humility and kindness. Share your good fortune with others who are less fortunate. For our part, we promise to support you in all your efforts in this important task. And remember that even though you're graduating here today, this is still your home. Finally, once again, I would like to congratulate you and your families, my best wishes for the future. Good luck, and God bless.